If you are a Sigma male, you realize how difficult it may be to continually deal with people who do not understand you. You have a distinct style of thinking and handling problems, which usually confuses people. Sigma males march to their drum and like to remain to themselves. However, while they may appear isolated, they are not associated with loneliness. They uphold their ideals and convictions regardless of what others believe or expect of them. While being a Sigma male has its benefits, there are some annoyances that only Sigma males understand. Here's 8 of them. Number 1. They want to leave as soon as you arrive somewhere. Do you ever walk into a dull party or social gathering and immediately want to leave? This is something that all Sigma males encounter. They swiftly survey the room and conclude that is not their type of environment. There's a lot of noise, shallow chats, and individuals trying too hard to fit in. Their thoughts immediately inform them that they do not belong here. Every minute spent there feels squandered. Sigma males would like to be somewhere else or do something worthwhile. So being trapped in a room full of superficial relationships seems like a jail to them. They may find themselves looking at the clock, wondering how long they have to wait before it is appropriate to go. Looking around, they notice others speaking, laughing, and appearing to be having a good time. But they don't feel the same way. They feel locked in a cycle in which the discourse is repeated and the subject appears shallow. Sigma males want depth and meaningful relationships, something a standard social gathering rarely gives. They attempt to be nice and hide their frustration, but within they're counting the seconds until they can gracefully go. They may even start making reasons in their heads for why they must go early. It's not about disliking people, it's about feeling like they're wasting their valuable time doing things that don't matter to them. When they eventually go, there is an immediate sense of relief. They feel as if they have fled and can now breathe again. They may even feel bad for not staying longer, but they know it was the correct decision. Number 2. You try to avoid being photographed. When someone takes out a camera, a Sigma male's initial reaction is to step out of the picture. He may make reasons to leave the room or position himself behind others so he is not visible. When they do appear in photographs, they frequently feel odd and out of context. They may stand stiffly or try to convey a false grin that never appears real. They prefer to be behind the camera, documenting real-life situations rather than in front of it. Sigma males are naturally reserved and dislike attracting attention to themselves. Therefore, being the center of attention is not their ideal position. They'd rather live in the present than worry about appearing ideal in a photo. They believe the pressure to be Instagram-ready is unnecessary and deceptive. They like to be true to themselves rather than simply posing for a photograph. Avoiding the spotlight applies to social media. They don't understand why they have to share every detail of their lives. Meaningful events and profound conversations are what bring them delight, not likes or shares. As a result, when they refuse to be photographed, some people may see them as distant or bashful, but it isn't that. They just prefer in-person conversations over digital snapshots. Genuine pleasure and friendships do not require photographic confirmation. Sigma males avoid being photographed not because they dislike photos, but because they want to live in the present moment rather than worry about recording it. Feeling pleased matters more to them than displaying it in a photograph. Number 3. When people are unsure whether you are joking or serious. Sigma males have a distinct sense of humor that frequently confuses others. When they joke, they do so in such a sneaky and dry manner that people are often unsure whether they are serious or not. This might lead to awkward times where everyone pauses and wonders whether they should laugh or not. Sigma males do not employ the typical loud and excessive joking styles. Their jokes are often witty, understated, and occasionally even caustic. They find comedy in the everyday and unexpected, which can be difficult for others to understand. An outsider could interpret this as a serious statement. However, to those who know him well, it's an obvious sign of his dry humor. However, not everyone understands right away, which frequently results in confused stares and quiet. People sometimes believe Sigma males are constantly serious or even severe, since their joking style demands more thought to catch the humor. They miss the comedy because it isn't presented with a broad smile or a loud chuckle. This misperception can make Sigma males feel out of place, particularly in a social context when humor is easier to detect. When someone understands their humor, it seems like a tiny success. It indicates that this individual is on the same page and can appreciate their subtle humor. Sigma males do not simply just for the sake of it. They enjoy using well-crafted jokes that cause people to think and laugh simultaneously. This also serves as a filter, since individuals who understand humor are more likely to be clever and possess a comparable sense of wit. However, when people don't get it, Sigma males must negotiate the discomfort that ensues. They may feel compelled to explain their joke, reducing its enjoyment and spontaneity. Number 4. Being interrupted when attempting to explain something in detail. Have you ever been in the middle of expressing something essential when someone suddenly interrupts you? It's one of the most irritating aspects, especially if you're a Sigma male. You made an effort to make your idea clear and easy so that everyone could follow along. You choose your words carefully and attempt to keep things simple, but someone abruptly cuts you off. They don't seem to appreciate what you're saying. When this happens, you are thrown off balance. One moment, you're clearly expressing your ideas, and the next, you're off track. Sigma males prefer meaningful talks, which include discussing things in detail. They like to ensure that the audience completely gets their argument. Thus, being interrupted seems like a smack in the face. It's as if somebody is saying, "What you're saying isn't important enough for me to listen to." Sigma males don't only talk to hear their voices, they communicate to share information or solve problems. So, when someone interrupts, it is not just impolite, but also disrespectful. The toughest thing is attempting to get back on track. Your train of thought was already on track, but it has now been derailed. It takes work to recall where you left off and return the conversation to your starting position. Sometimes, it's simply hard to recapture that flow, leaving you feeling frustrated and ignored. Sigma males frequently cope with this by being quieter. They may avoid these types of disruptions by speaking less in group settings, which might be perceived as quiet or indifferent. However, it is their method of avoiding the annoyance of repeated interruption. Number 5. Feeling the need for a vacation. After a vacation with the wrong people. You just returned from a trip with several friends, and you feel more weary than when you went. Have you ever gone there? Perhaps it was enjoyable, but you didn't feel like yourself the entire time. You were continually adjusting your plans to accommodate everyone's requirements and participating in things you weren't particularly interested in. It feels as if you were on a whole separate journey from everyone else. This is how Sigma males feel when they spend their holiday with the wrong people. The trip was meant to be pleasant, but it turned out to be an ongoing compromise. You were around the wrong individuals who had varying energy levels, interests, and priorities. Instead of feeling invigorated, you feel exhausted and agitated. Your buddies wanted to do everything at once, so there was no time to simply relax and enjoy the scenery. You're usually fairly excellent at holding your cool, but this was simply too much. You expected to return revitalized, but instead, you need another vacation to heal. Everyone else seems to have recharged, except for you. Number 6. The pleasure of being anonymous in a large crowd. Being anonymous can provide a sense of comfort and independence. Nobody knows who you are, and no one is paying special attention to you. You may be yourself without feeling pushed to act a specific way. It's liberating to stroll among strangers and know that no one is evaluating or dissecting your every action. There is no spotlight on you, and you may walk freely without anyone expecting anything from you. It's not about being ignored, it's about being able to explore and observe without being interrupted. When you are anonymous, you may see and hear a lot more. You pay attention to details such as talks, scents, noises, and sights. You can absorb everything without the distraction of societal expectations. This allows you to experience the world around you in a completely new way. In busy situations, there's no need to feign a smile or make small conversation. You may simply be present in the moment, appreciating it for what it is. It's as if you see everything, but no one sees you. Sigma males enjoy this because they respect their solitude and independence. They do not want the spotlight or continual approval from others. They find enjoyment in being authentic to themselves rather than showing off. Being anonymous helps people to refresh and feel at ease in their flesh. So whereas some people dislike being simply another face in the throng, Sigma males like it. It's a quiet respite from a world fraught with expectations and judgment. They may finally be themselves without having their thoughts interrupted or their actions questioned. Being anonymous in a large crowd does not imply being invisible. Rather, it implies freedom. It's a rare opportunity to live life honestly and without filters. This is a unique emotion that many may not comprehend, yet it makes all the difference for Sigma males. Number 7. You made a clear point, yet everyone is confused. You just stated the obvious, yet now there is an unpleasant stillness in the room. People are gazing at you with perplexed expressions as if you are speaking in a strange language. You're not sure how to feel right now. This was the most straightforward point you could make. Sigma males frequently find themselves in this strange circumstance. They prefer to think things out and express them in simple terms. They want others to understand it straight away, but this does not always happen. It's as if you're speaking English, but they're hearing gibberish. You worry if you use too many large words, or if your argument is too advanced for them. Perhaps they just weren't paying attention. Whatever it is annoying. You were confident and clear, but now you're questioning yourself. You try explaining again, using even simpler language, but you can tell it's still not working. Someone may even ask you to explain it a third time. You're starting to become upset. It's as if they're intentionally trying not to comprehend. All you wanted to do was share an idea or solve an issue, but it seems like you're the only one who gets it. This might leave Sigma males feeling detached from others. They often wonder, how can they not understand it? It was very clear. It seems that no matter how hard you try, people don't perceive things the same way you do. This misconception may make you less likely to speak up in the future. Why bother if no one is going to take it anyway? This is why many Sigma males want to remain in the background. It reduces effort and misconceptions. They favor logical thinking and might become annoyed when others do not. They don't believe they're smarter. They just view things differently. And when their clear ideas are met with uncertainty, it seems like a waste of time and effort. Number 8. Feeling drained by people who constantly demand attention. Being around someone who is always seeking attention may be quite tiresome, especially if you are a Sigma male. These are the people who will go to any length to be recognized and keep everyone's attention. They must always be the center of attention, whether by speaking loudly, flaunting themselves, or simply being too dramatic. Sigma males tend to watch from the background, so being around someone who is always expected to be the center of attention and be overpowering. Even at work or school, attention seekers may sap your motivation. They may continually solicit input, participate in every debate, or seek accolades. Sigma males find this extremely frustrating since they don't understand why somebody would require so much attention. They see it as an indication of insecurity and a lack of self-awareness. They struggle to relate to this behavior, which might leave them feeling fatigued and annoyed. When you're always surrounded by people who want attention, it might feel like you're always giving, but receiving nothing in return. It's like having a plant that requires constant watering, but never grows. This type of one-sided relationship exhausts Sigma males and makes them need peaceful time alone. Did you enjoy the points I listed in this video? Please leave a comment below and tell us your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, share and subscribe to the channel for more videos on Sigma males like this one. Check out the video popping up on your screen and click to watch the next video.